Okay folks, for the last video of the day, still using my Dunlop pick, Dunlop 1.14mm black, pitch black. Still got the electric strings on there. The phosphor bronze nano web. Still using the string life. Still using that stuff. I just put that stuff on before I started playing. Works like a charm. Not necessarily needed for lectures, but these are pretty old. They've been on here since January. I still recommend Pocket Theory, music theory book. I recommend this first because it's so small you can get through it real quick. And then when you read it, there's some stuff in there you don't understand because it's so advanced. Then you pick up a book that has everything about music theory, the Everything Music Theory book by Mark Schonbrun. So check those things out. Shameless plugs because I like them. But anyway, here's the last interval video as far as I know. What we're going to do is we're going to take and try to figure out how to use these intervals in actual music. And by doing that, I'm talking about making chords and making chords sound more appealing. I can't explain all the theory behind this. When I make a chord and why it is what it is, why it's a 13th, why it's a 6th, why it's all this, you'll have to check out some music theory websites and music theory books because it's a whole topic in itself. I can't even cover it in 10 minutes. Let's take a regular G chord here, okay? Okay, let's use some of these interval things we've played around with. Let's use the simple intervals first, from this octave to this octave, from this note to this octave, first octave, just within these top 4 strings here. Okay, so let's say we wanted to make a G major 7 chord. Let's take that G form. You probably play it like this. Some of them do, some of them don't. Let's take that G and add a 7th note to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we would do is put our pinky up here. And kind of a little dissonant there because you've got 2 octaves. So it don't even play the top note here. And one thing I suggest you could do is try to make your hand position different. What I mean by that is instead of just staying right here, move your fingers to press the same notes so you can get different hand position. One way I've come up with this is I've got the, let's see, let me just try to play it first and I'll explain. Okay, so that's the G7th. And what I've got is I've got the 1, the octave, the third here, so it's a unison third, and then the 7th here, major 7th. And that's the same thing as if you took this, the F-shaped G note. Actually, my bad, I had the wrong fingering. I just took that, moved this down, move this here, move this down. Another way of doing that is a popular way is I don't play this in that one, but okay, you've got here's the main F shape. Move this down to a B minor shape and scoot it down half a step. Don't play the A note, the open A string. Mute it with your first finger. That's a G major 7 there too. Okay, same thing with a C behind the major 7th there, and that's a B note. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a B note there. Let's just play the C and lift that first finger. That's a G, C major 7 right there. Let's make a G7, a C7 in the B shape. And since the 7th is flatted, let's raise it. That's a major 7 now. Okay, so that's working with 7th. So we wanted to make a G6. You got a G6 right there. How about a G6 9? Okay, here's the 9, here's the 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to bar that, flatten that finger there, and that's a good ending chord, like if you was playing. That's a good ending chord. Move that up and down. If you'll watch Brian Sutton's DVD, when he's playing Wild Bill Jones' rhythm section, he goes up to that B 6/9, B flat 6/9, my bad, because it's the blues note. So instead of going, he'll actually put a few more notes in there, and he goes up here to the G, kind of like an F, and a G in the bass. And what that actually is you got a G, the flat 7th, the 9th, and the 11 there. So that, and you don't have a 3rd. So in this case, if I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken, in this case it would be a G11 because there's no 3rd. No, actually, my bad, excuse me. This would be a G 9 suspended because there is no 3rd. The 3rd is gone. If the 3rd was there, then it would be 11, but the 3rd is not there. So it's a suspended chord. It's G9 suspended. That's a good note. Wanted to move around. Just play an F with the G in the bass. And I don't bar this down here. I block a lot of times the low A string with my fingers. So if I hit it, you can't hear it. So that's a nice chord. Let's do another G major 7 form. But that's a G major 9, since you have a major 7 and a 9th here. That may be, since there's no 3rd, unless I lift that finger up, that may also be a G7 suspended chord, G major 7 suspended, because there's no 3rd. So just work around with all these intervals we worked on. I don't have time right now, my time's about to run out. But work on all these intervals, work with a 6. Do it in the other chords, find the other chords, 6s. Remember the same shape. Add other notes like the 6/9. Add a 9 to the 6. Another cool chord is if you're in C. You've got the 1/3, the major 7th, and in this case, if it's a C, it'd be the 2nd. So 1/3, 7, 2nd. You've got a G major 7 suspended 2. Okay. So work on all those. Work on your 13ths even. I can't think of any examples because I don't use that much, but here's one. If you take that F with G in the bass shape, I said earlier. Take it and lower, like if you had it up here in the A shape, that's the 13th something right there. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's the 13th because you got a 6 in here. Your 6 is, there's the octave to that, so you've got a 13th right here. If you got the Tony Rice tape, he talks about, he does that a couple of times in the Tony Rice Masterclass. He does that in summertime, I think. But my time's about to run out. I don't have any time to ramble anymore. Check those out. I hope this is helpful to you. Leave me comments, subscribe, and tell your friends about me. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.